Mental prayer. Mental prayer means prayer with the mind alone. Sometimes it is called meditation, although strictly speaking, meditation is a preparatory process and not the prayer itself. A delightful story tells of an old man so slow of speech in the witness box that the judge ordered him to speed up and cease delaying everybody. Half bewildered and wholly apologetic, he answered, "Mr. Judge, I ain't no lawyer. I ain't no judge. I have to think before I speak." In other words, he felt the need of meditating. Meditation is essentially nothing more than a process of collecting one's thoughts, of focusing one's attention, of recalling pertinent facts, principles, and circumstances. Here is a very simple method of meditation. 1. Choose a subject. 2. Focus attention on it, examining it in detail. 3. In view of what then presents itself, say to God whatever it seems fitting to say. Under the second heading, such simple questions as who, what, where, why, when, how, etc. may be asked concerning the subject. But the whole purpose of meditation is to raise the mind and heart to God. It is not merely an intellectual exercise. Once this purpose is achieved, cease to meditate. Just pray. Of course, some people do not take kindly to meditation. Prayer may be wordless, for the use of words is certainly not indispensable to the raising of the mind and will to God. One can pray well without saying anything, as with the woman in the Gospel story who suffered from an issue of blood, who said to herself, quote, "If I shall touch only his garment, I shall be healed." Matthew 9:21. The convert should be recommended some simple booklet on the various methods of prayer and encouraged in the daily practice of mental prayer. The aim of the instructor should be to produce a fervent Catholic, and prayer is one of the best means to attain fervor. All who pray can live in constant communion with God. With what effects? 1. The soul will receive all the graces necessary for salvation. 2. God's goodness will be realized. Sin will be hated, and every effort made to avoid it. God will be asked for help in temptation. Love of Him and of other souls because of Him will grow, and a sincere effort will be made with His help to practice virtue. 3. God's gifts will be appreciated. It will be realized that we are but stewards of material things, not absolute owners. We must therefore be faithful stewards and try to do good. 4. Prayer will bring a sense of nearness to God, of His friendship, of His interest in each one, of His help in sorrow. This will be a new incentive to virtue. Prayer means growth in concern for the next world and appreciation of the true value of this one. Gradually, the attitude of mind will be developed by which everything is judged from the standpoint of eternity. Quote, "If you would endure with patience all the adversities and miseries of this life, be a man of prayer. If you would acquire strength and courage to vanquish the temptations of the enemy, be a man of prayer. If you would crush yourself with all your inclinations and desires, be a man of prayer. If you would know the wiles of Satan and defend yourself against his snares, be a man of prayer. If you would live with a gay heart and pass lightly along the road of penance and sacrifice, be a man of prayer. If you would drive away vain thoughts and cares, which worry the soul like flies, be a man of prayer. If you would nourish the soul with the sap of devotion and have it always filled with good thoughts and desires, be a man of prayer. If you would uproot all vices from your soul and plant virtues in their place, be a man of prayer. If you would mount to the summit of contemplation and enjoy the sweet embraces of the spouse, exercise yourself in prayer, for it is the road that leads to contemplation and the taste of what is heavenly. St. Bonaventure. Quote, in prayer the soul cleanses itself from sin. Charity is nourished, faith is strengthened, hope is made secure. The spirit rejoices, the soul grows tender, the heart is purified, truth discovers itself, temptation is overcome, sadness takes to flight, the senses are renewed, failing virtue is made good, tepidity disappears. The rust of sin is rubbed away. In it are brought forth flashes of heavenly desire, and in these fires the flame of divine love burns up. St. Laurus Justinian.